since you've pondered some big, ridiculous questions in your work, what's the meaning of this whole thing? What's the meaning of life?
Wow.
Human life.
Well, as far as I know, we're unique in the universe. There's no evidence that there's anything else in the universe that's as complicated as what's between our ears. Might be. You can't rule it out. But so we appear to be pretty special. And so it's got to have something to do with that. And one of the reasons I like David Deutsch, in particular his book, The Beginning of Infinity, is that he talks about the power of explanations and the fact that most civilizations are static, that they've got a set of dogmas that they arrive at somehow, and they just pass those on from one generation to the next, and nothing changes. But that huge changes have happened when people sort of follow whatever you want to call it, the scientific method or enlightenment. There's different ways of thinking about it, but basically explanatory. It's about the power of explanations and being able to figure out why things are the way they are. And that has created changes in our thinking and our way of life over the last few centuries that are explosive compared to anything that came before. And David sort of verges on classifying this as like a force of nature in its potential transformative power. If we keep going, we could, if we figure out how to colonize the universe, like you were talking about earlier, how to spread to other star systems, then it is effectively a force of nature.
This kind of drive to understand more and more and more, deeper and deeper and deeper, and to engineer stuff so that we can understand even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the universe created us to understand itself. Maybe that's the whole purpose.
Yeah.
It is an interesting, peculiar side effect of the way we've been created is we seem to be conscious beings. We seem to have little egos. We seem to be born and die pretty quickly. There's a bunch of drama. We're all within ourselves pretty unique, and we fall in love and start wars, and there's hate and all the full interesting dynamic of it. So it's not just about the individual people.
Yeah.
It's somehow like the concert that we played together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's kind of interesting. And there's a lot of peculiar aspects of that I wonder if they're fundamental or just quirks of evolution. Whether it's death, whether it's love, whether all those things. I wonder if they're, from an engineering perspective, when we're trying to create that intelligent toaster that listens for the slammed door and the smell of burning toast. Whether that toaster should be afraid of death and should fall in love just like we do. Neal, you're a fascinating human being. You've impacted the lives of millions of people.
Well,
it is a huge honor that you would spend your valuable time with me today. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming down to beautiful, hot Texas. And thank you for talking today.
It was a pleasure. I'm glad I came and did it.